The tsunami which washed away entire villages on the Samoan islands has also virtually wiped out tourism, a pillar of the local economy.
But officials and resort owners themselves are urging visitors to return and support the struggling local operators. Joining us in the studio is Paul Robertson, General Manager of the Samoana Resort on the south coast of Samoa's main island, and Lorenzo McFarlane, the Samoan Tourism Authority representative in Australia. Gentlemen, thanks so much for both of you coming in.
Thank you very much.
Paul, can you tell us how first your resort particularly fared last week?
We were extremely lucky. I think just a matter of pure luck where we chose to develop our property. A combination of the shape of the reef and the lava rock walls in front of us acted like a natural seawall and protected us, but it was just pure luck.
There'd be very few who've been in your position who were able to make it through last week.
Oh, absolutely. Majority of properties along the south coast there were either completely destroyed or badly damaged. Yeah.
And you personally, do you know people who lost their lives, or you must have staff members who've lost friends or family?
It's a very small community, Samoa. I think only something like 170,000 people in the whole islands group. Everybody's related to somebody, so everybody is grieving in one form or another.
Yes.
Close friends owned other properties there. People that have been mentors to me since I first arrived there some 10, 11 years ago. One of those mentors and close friends lost his wife in that. Was very sad, very tragic.
My guess is a week after, and only a week after such devastation and such loss of life, people are probably still numb by it all.
They are, and I in fact still feel quite numb by it. It's it's had great impact on people's lives. It's upset many of us. Yeah.
Lorenzo, if we can just bring you in at this point, what were your thoughts when you were here in Australia looking at the events unfolding in Samoa?
Well, I was lucky enough to be in Samoa when the tsunami hit.
Oh, okay.
So I, like Paul, was the first one that went there and see the damage that was done by the tsunami and see the devastations, and the people lost their lives, mainly the children. It was a terrible event. I mean, the history of our country, we're so used to cyclones. The last one back in 1997, it went 1991 rather. It went for 4 to 5 days without a loss of a single soul. So this is a tragic event within 1 day or half an hour that lost so many lives for our people.
And while most people are well and truly focusing on the recovery mission in Samoa, I suppose from your point of view, as a tourism executive, you have to look ahead to the long-term view and how you get tourism flowing back to Samoa once again.
That is true. Lucky enough, the majority of our properties are saved. There is no damage in the north and the western side, and including the big island of Hawaii. So we still have resorts and properties available for the tourism market. And I guess our being here, we'd like to ask all the travel agents and the industry, the leisure industry here in Australia, please don't stop sending people to Samoa. We still have beautiful places in Samoa, beautiful beaches, and quite a few resorts available for accommodations and so forth. So it's something that we need to ensure that tourism is still continue on to support us and help us with our rebuilding stage.
Paul, at least for the immediate to medium term, you must have some anxiety about what could lie ahead?
Only as far as really what Lorenzo is talking about. Our greatest fear is that tourists will have that immediate knee-jerk reaction, like after the tsunami of a few years ago, which affected tourism in Thailand, and then, for example, the Bali bombing. So that's our fear is that the tourism will slow right down. It's a youthful industry, and the people need it to survive.
Which is entirely understandable, though, because some might say, well, it's not exactly a happy holiday destination at present. There's so much suffering and so many people who've lost their lives over there at the moment.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know, the media has to tell that story and get it across to the world out there. But there's another story, you know, that's only been partially damaged, the island and the destination. The majority of it's still very much intact, and you know, we need the people to keep coming. You know, the Prime Minister said a few days ago, you know, the country's been now hit by a second tsunami. And that is the effect of people, that knee-jerk reaction, oh no, we've got to cancel our holidays. Please do not cancel your holidays, you know. There's still a beautiful destination there.
Lorenzo, how wide is the net that you're casting in trying to get this message out? Is it only in Australia or beyond Australia?
It's my responsibility is here in Australia, but having said that, we've asked all our network throughout the world, wherever they may be, people that are working for Samoa tourism, to continue advertise, work with their trade partners to ensure that there's still a steady flow of tourism to assist us in these difficult times.
Okay, Lorenzo McFarland and Paul Robertson, all the best. We've got some challenges ahead.
Wish you well.
We have. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.